going on to Overpass. The balloons are out. The party is getting started. And it's going to be a battle of wits and also a battle of gunfire here at the fountain as we begin the knife round and see who's going to be able to pick their side of the map, who's going to be able to be the ones in the driving seat, and whether they actually opt to go for that terrorist side. We'll have a see where they want to go.
We'll have a see.
We will have a see. And they want to stay. They're going to stick with these sides. So it's going to be ORGLess on the blue CT side, and it's going to be Reason Gaming on that orange/yellow/brown/ whatever colour that is, terrorist side.
I mean, it's blue.
Is it?
Yep.
The terrorist side?
Nope.
Not
That's
sure it is.
yellow-ish. Sort of like a pooey yellow.
It's kind of like vomit. Yellow. Yummy. Just like Smooya's skin has the same colour on it. Either way, enough about vomit yellow. Let's get into this round. The pistol has begun. And ORGLess just setting up defensive positions. They're spotting some players out towards A, and I think the rotation should be coming out from the rest of their squad. As it's going to be Disco Man and Super Mario stepping up to the plate and grabbing a couple of early kills there. Disco Stan changed his name to Super Mario now. Super Mario World, I think. I can't actually see what the full name is, but the bomb will be planted. 3 versus 4. And it's going to be Thomas pushing on forwards, trying to land their headshots. He's just about manages to get it as Pish saves his life from T-Sack. Oh, beautiful little shot from Jenko as he arrives on the site. Knocks Pish straight out of the air. 2 versus 2 now as Robin trying to get the long shots across the site here, and they will be able to do so. Rom does take out one of them, but Jenko is not messing around. Gets himself a 3K and gets Reason the round.
Yeah, beautiful little shot there on the jumping man. You could say he was flying, but not anymore because he's dead. He's a flying angel going up to heaven and wishing he was still alive. But ORGLess are a round down, and the pause has come out. That's a pause being called by ORGLess. They're talking about some tactics. They're saying, what's going on, guys? Let's rejig, rethink, and do what we do best and shoot the enemy. They have lost a pistol round, of course. That's going to be Reason Gaming getting off to a good start. And we know once they have the momentum going, they're probably going to be going off straight away. They did get up to 8-1 last time before the comeback even begun from ORGLess, and it was a 10-5 half on that Mirage T side. So there is definitely a lot of reason why ORGLess... I didn't even mean to say that. There is an awful lot of reason why ORGLess need to get back into this one straight off the mark. They are going to go for the force buy, which in this situation I do agree with. I actually quite like this. They're going to be going in here and have somewhat of an opportunity to get themselves back into the game and hope to do some work. So, let's see. Reason Gaming, are they going to be able to hold off here? They have got 2 MAC-10 Biggie Smalls up and running, so this could get dangerous. There is head armor on both Pish and Leffy, so this could be very, very interesting.
It certainly could, and Pish, he's got that Desert Eagle. We've seen what the man can do when he gets his grip around one of those guns. We'll see if he's going to be able to connect those bullets to the heads of his opponents, or whether he's going to be left dreaming of a better round. Reason, though, they're the ones with the stronger buy here. 2 AKs of Galil and 2 MAC-10s, no less. Smooya's already been mowed on down, and that's the scout. That's a big part of this equation for them. Leffy as well getting sprayed by Jenko. Should be able to finish off that kill. And there's one for Disco Man as well. I believe that's Fry is Disco Man. But 2 players remaining. Pish still here with his Deagle. We'll find one. Ooh, just about. Could have been a little bit cleaner, but we'll finish it off in the end. Rom as well, just hanging out over towards that B site, but I don't think he's going to find anyone this round at this rate. Here we go, Reason pushing onto the site. Pish deciding he needs to swap positions right now. Does not want to take the 1 versus 4.
No, and understandably not, because that is very difficult to win. Robin going to be taking down Pish there and just cleaning up. And this force buy has gone to pot. That means ORGLess not going to have anything to play with in the next round. They only got 1 kill onto Fry, so really not a very good round coming out there from ORGLess. And so they're not going to have any money to play with whatsoever. Leffy, 0 kills. Smooya, 0 kills. Having somewhat flashbacks to the last game on the side of Smooya. But it should be okay. They have, of course, only had pistol rounds so far. And moving into this round, if they can do any damage at all, happy days. If not, nothing invested, no loss. And they shouldn't be too concerned about it. Of course, there is a flashbang investment from Rom, so maybe that's going to mean something. Leffy gets a nice shot there, but it's going to be traded straight back out by Fry, as Ron will charge forward. He won't get the kill, but he will get the assist from Smooya. And although this is getting cleaned up now, it was a valiant effort. 2 players killed from ORGLess, and somewhat restricting the economy of Reason. So, a nice opening into the game, 3-0 for Reason, but now the buy comes out. Leffy restricted only to an XM. We have the FAMAS on Rom, and this isn't the best buy.
No, it's really not, to be quite honest, and I don't know if this is really going to be enough for them. We are going to see Leffy once again goes with that auto shotgun. He adores that weapon. We'll be heading, I would assume, down to Connector with that one. We'll have to see if that is going to be the case. It's going to be, oh my goodness, what a beautiful spray coming out there from Stanley. Does manage to make the magic happen, and that sets Reason up to take this round. There shouldn't be any way that ORGLess can turn this around 3 versus 5, but then again, we've seen crazier things happen here at the ESL UK Premiership. With Smooya having an AWP in his hands on overpass, that is a recipe for victory. A Disco Man, Fry himself, trying to make some things happen. Does manage to get another 2. Doesn't want to be outdone by his Disco compadre. But here we go, Smooya does find one with his AWP and actually gets away with it. I was sure he was going to go down there, but in the end, doesn't get punished. Here we go, gets the second one. Nice little bit of a line-up. But I think he's running out of time on the clock. There we go, T-Sack finishes him in the end. He's just bouncing around and will lose out on that AWP. So unfortunate stuff there for ORGLess. And they fall further and further behind. Reason is starting to take control.
Absolutely. So not the greatest start for ORGLess. Now back onto the pistols. This is somewhat reminiscent of the last game, except this time ORGLess just on pistols. They're not going to be looking to pick up that first round on number 5. So this could get somewhat spotty, but there is going to be a nice kill coming through onto Stanley. So that's an opening that they needed. And potentially, if they can carry this on, it would be absolutely enormous. Yenko moving forward in the connector, in the underpass. Hoping to get some work done, but it's not working out too nicely just yet. Leffy going to get taken down after getting a nice dink there onto Fry, but apart from that, not too much going on. Thomas trying to play close, but it's not going to work out. He's going to get taken down by Robin, and that's going to be a very nice opening now as Reason just control themselves, make sure they play as a pack, as a unit, and don't get picked off too easily. Jenko going to be able to spot the player coming from behind. That's going to be Pish, and he should be taken down relatively soon and swiftly, but he will get some tags off before he goes, so still the attrition coming through, and it will be the full execute coming in. Rom and Smooya left to defend versus 4 enemies, but as long as Reason Gaming trade into this one, they should be fine. T-Sack will go down, but the trade comes in onto Smooya, and it's all on Rom. They can't get anything done as Robin will clean him out with the 5-7, and like I said, Robin is going huge already. Already up onto 8 kills and 3 deaths.
And here we go. Once more, ORGLess decide that this is their opportunity to get the triple up setup. This is such a bizarre thing that this is their go-to strategy. Triple up. Every single opportunity they get, they do bring this out. And I'm curious to see whether or not they can make this one work. Disco Man actually, unfortunately, tags himself as he jumps down the ladder. Didn't quite land on the pallet. But shouldn't make too big of a difference in this round. A little bit of a misplay, though. And we'll see whether the sniper's in the hands of the CT players. Rom gets the one through the smoke. The very last bullet before he reloads, before he looks away, does manage to connect it. A little bit lucky from him, but that's all they need. Just a little bit of luck, and this might be their way back into the game. Smooya misses the shot, though. It was perfectly lined up, but then I think he looked away a split second too soon. And he will be punished for this one. I think Rom is coming to support him, though, and will be able to find one for himself. Turns it... No, can't turn it into a second. Robin shuts him down in the end. Smooya's on just 6 HP. The molly goes in, forcing Smooya away, and Robin will punish him for that. Nice little bit of play from the Swedish man. And here we go. Open a rifle versus the double AK from Reason. Let's see if ORGLess can get themselves onto the map. Leffy gets the one for himself, and Thomas finishes off the round. ORGLess, they finally got around.
Yeah, so similar to the last map, except it's taken them an extra round this time. Problem is, if they get reset here, you can see how low the economy is with only 2 players surviving in that last round. So this could get really hairy really quickly, and slightly concerning. Although, if ORGLess can win this one and get themselves back into good stead, then they'll be very happy to continue along that route. It's looking like a quick territory play towards that B bomb site. The fight is going to be coming. As Rom just holds himself back, making sure if anyone pushes, he can dispatch of them. But so far, not too much going on. Robin going to be nading on through. Nice nade there. Lands on Leffy's head. Does a good amount of damage. That's 17 plus 10 damage being done. Do you know what number that is? 27. Rom going to open this one up. Takes down Disco Man as the AWP of Stanley will come through. 1-2 shots happen. And they will connect as Pish comes in from behind, but Jenko is covering. And that is going to be the easy refrag from Jenko. Fake plant comes in. Leffy is playing close to this smoke, but he needs to be very cautious. Stanley with that AWP has been potent so far, and Robin will clear up behind. Now all on Leffy. 1 versus 4, and he's been spotted. T-Sac will dispatch him, and thanks to an incredible play by Stanley to open up that B bomb site, it is Reason Gaming resetting ORGLess and taking themselves a very easy next round.
Yeah, this is dire straits right now for ORGLess. Very, very bad news. Are going to force up with the scout on Rom right now. Smooya opting to go with the Deagle. And we'll see if this is something that they can make work for themselves. They've really got to do something to get back into this game. And that Deagle headshot from Smooya is going to be a step in the right direction. Takes the head clean off of Jenko. And now they can start to look at how to tackle the rest of this round. Leffy going to push forwards and gets a headshot as well. The Deagles are ringing true here for ORGLess, and they're looking to ruin the economy of Reason. Going back and forth like this is the worst situation for Reason that can possibly happen, to be quite honest. Amazing. Amazing stuff coming through from production here. Observers at Auto Director, of course. Well, let's see if ORGLess can continue to make this work for themselves. They're only 1 man up, but they don't have the weaponry. Thomas gets the wallbang headshot. It's traded straight back across, and suddenly Disco Man finds himself all alone. He has been spotted, though, and let's see if the Deagles will find yet another headshot in this round. A single bullet left in the clip as Rom makes his way around to try and punish this final player, and will be able to do so. That's how you do it, boys. ORGLess find themselves back on the scoreboard. There's plenty of money still for Reason, but if they continue to trade rounds like this, ORGLess will be able to bring Reason's economy down to their level.
We should be fair, though. And guys, if you do want to follow the Spectator on Twitter, it's at CSGO_dev. Thanks, guys, for making Auto Director. It really is good. So hit him up, let him know what you're thinking, and give him some love. So yeah, just hit that guy up. CSGO dev.
Beautiful stuff.
Banter.
Great cack.
Banter.
Well, I mean, it is currently Auto Director, so
Always has been.
But here we go. 5 versus 5. Nobody's managed to find themselves a pick just yet. Smoothie was tagged down to 67, but it shouldn't be the end of the world for him. Still has that up. Just needs 1 HP and a good couple of shots, and he will be able to have an impact in the round. He has been hurt, though, so could be in trouble here. Does get the tag, but not quite the frag. Can't spin around for the no-scope. And Smooya gets shut down. Now they move on towards this A site, and they should be able to get this bomb down. We do see Leffy is well on his way, as Pish is going to go for the flank as well, and he gets the bomb carrier. That is going to be huge moving forward in this round. 3 versus 4 now. Advantage still to Reason, but they've still got to get this bomb down.
Yeah, and this is not looking too good at all. Although, Stanley, up close in the smoke, could find himself an opening here, and he will. Finds Leffy, takes him down and out of the equation. And this is now looking really strong. 4 versus 2. Thomas and Rom left to play. Thomas going to go down. It's all on Rom. He has a kit. He has an AK, but he does not want to go for this. He's going to hold on to his weapon. And while they have been trading rounds, I see Reason Gaming definitely advancing forward now. They have really damaged the economy of ORGLess. There is 2k on 3 players, so if Rom can save this weapon, that will be really big going into the next round. But there's only going to be 1,700 quid going into the bank accounts of ORGLess this round, and that is not enough to find a buy. But that being said, as long as they can get the Eagles, well, they've got a chance. So not counting them out just yet at all.
No, certainly not. They have pulled out some pretty miraculous rounds in this game so far. Won't be surprised to see them continue to do so. However, it cannot be ignored that Reason are 5 rounds up and looking dominant, to be quite honest. Every single rifle round we've had, Reason have been able to take the cake. ORGLess, they've won 2 rounds and they've both been on forces. They've both been on ecos.
I love cake.
Who doesn't love cake?
People that are allergic to milk. Aha! Oh no!
Got him! Got him.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Right in the feelings.
I'm sorry.
Damn,
If
okay.
you aren't aware, cake actually does contain milk. Anyway, Leffy here going to be going forward with that eagle, but this time he's not going to have a hero run. He's going to get taken down by Robin, who wants more. He's going to get a nice tagging through there as Jenko will clean up Smooya. Pish will find one, but he is going to get taken down in return, and it's a 4 versus 2. Pish and Rom. Now, they both have guns. There is opportunity, and where there is opportunity, there is hope. As Martin Luther King once said, you need to get frags to win rounds, and Jenko is not going to get that frag, as Rom will take him down out of the equation. So let's see who can continue forward. Is it going to be Rom, or is it going to be Reason Gaming? All 3 of them.
Well, I've got to say probably Reason Gaming. Since Rom isn't even looking for the defuse right now, he's just looking to hold on to his rifle.
Again.
Should be able to do so here. And ORGLess moving on into the 11th round. They need to look to find something, but T-Sack, he's found Rom, and he's found himself yet another kill. Reason now, as they move into the 11th round on 4 times the score of ORGLess. They've got another full buy. They've got plenty of bank to fall back on. And ORGLess, they've got a double AWP strategy coming on through. But both of them are glass cannon against those AKs. It's not a recipe for success, in my opinion. Maybe could have done with waiting another round just to try and get a more convincing buy. But Leffy proving me wrong, making it work. And getting an advantage for his team. Maybe this is all they need to get themselves back on the board. And to be honest, I suppose it's better that they act now than they allow themselves to fall too far behind. Leffy is making it happen for his team. 3 players left for Reason. Let's see if they can actually do anything to get this bomb down.
Yeah, absolutely. This is looking really good now. Robin's going to spot out Robin, but apart from that, not too much going on. Just a bit of wall banging. It is definitely the advantage firmly in the hands of ORGLess at this point. And they are looking very, very strong indeed. So 3 players make that 2, as Robin will fall. And now it's looking like ORGLess may want to start their comeback. This is a very similar situation. This shot from Smooya could cost them. But it's a very similar situation to last game, if you remember. It was 8-2 when ORGLess began their comeback. And not until they got 5 rounds did Reason Gaming pull one back. Rom now going to be working his way through, but not spotting Jenko. Somehow the kill not coming through. Jenko was throwing a smoke, and it's all on Disco Man, but he is down. Fry couldn't quite finish that one off. And so ORGLess going to take themselves 3 rounds on the CT side of Overpass.
Well, there we have it. They're back onto the scoreboard. Maybe they can go on a bit of a win streak here and pull themselves back into this game. I certainly hope so. And again, I have to mention the fact that, you know, this is their CT side. Their CT side, to be honest, is starting to become notoriously weak comparatively to their T side. They always have a fantastic T side. That's where they really pull themselves together and get themselves on the board. So maybe if they can just get a couple more rounds here from the CT side of Overpass, then when they get across to the other half of the map, they should be able to make it work and make things happen for their team. But so far, Reason playing this round very slowly, just wanting to kind of feel it out, work out where the ORGLess players are positioned across this map, but it looks like they've decided that the B site is going to be the place to be. As it's going to be Fry here and Robin with the AWP. Fry actually somehow got that shot. Or I think, is that Stanley? That's Stanley. I'm getting real confused with these names, but does get one. I'm pretty sure he was blind when he got that shot as well, so really well played by him. And they're actually going to transfer this now and move over towards the A site. There we go. It's going to be down to Pish. He's the one that they will run into first. He's the first bastion of defense that they might end up bumping on into. He's just waiting around this corner, and he does get spotted out, but they don't actually get the shot in the end, and he manages to turn it into 2 kills. Ooh. Pish is going to bring this one back for his team. They found the advantage, and they've got control of the bomb. That's going to be a shot for Smooya. Easy pickings for him, and he sees another player, takes the pot shot. It's not quite going to connect, but Jenko, he's having none of it. He just wants to hold on to that AK at this stage. 3 seconds left on the round, and he knows it's over. ORGLess get 2 on the trot, and Reason Gaming, They're starting to lose this lead just a little bit. We'll see if ORGLess can actually keep this up. This next round should be pretty easy for them. There's not that much money to work with for Reason, so even if it's a force, it won't be that convincing. And ORGLess, triple AWP once more. They absolutely adore investing in these rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. This is looking good, especially for ORGLess, who, as you say, are putting more money than the bank has because the banks are broke. Pish going to be taking a nice kill through onto Robin, but he will be traded out. And now this quick round is what I want to see. Get in their face, get that skill rolling, and you're going to see the results. Unfortunately, they've now slowed it down, and that I don't like to see. If you take that opening, you know there's only going to be 2 players on B, on A, thanks to your early round aggression. You need to then aggress. Smooya's just missed a shot, but they're not capitalising. Finally, the flash goes over, but there's no one in position to go up. So Smooya is going to be given a free ticket to Live Town, as he will keep himself alive. Flash comes through, but still alive. Smooya missing a shot there. That's going to give a massive opportunity through to Reason Gaming to get themselves back into this one and try and take an 11-4 scoreline as Smooya still holding down the angle and trying to do some work. He will be holding, but nothing's going to come out of it. Stan just charging through, finally gets the kill. Rom got the call, so he's pre-firing, but it just wasn't meant to be. And so the bomb will now be going down in a 3 versus 3. So this is still close, but Stanley is still going. Stanley, Tech9 Master, comes straight out of nowhere and gets kills like it's his birthday. And it's all now on Thomas. 1 versus 2. Stanley set up for the ace. Thomas just covering off the angle, making sure no one can get through, but it's Disco Man to steal that ace away and find himself 9 rounds. That's going to be Reason Gaming coming back and looking to take themselves 2 more and close this half out like they mean it. The buy is going to be coming out, but this is, I think it's pretty safe to say, a very weak buy. Like you said, they were investing so heavily into that earlier round with the AWPs that this is going to cost them. This is where that economic push they put through isn't going to work, and this is a disaster. The bomb is moving quick towards B, and there's only 2 players there to defend, but what they can do, I don't know. Oh, the first player narrowly stays alive there. A missed shot will give him the opportunity that he has been craving his whole life, as Jenko will jump out and he will be the spooky monster in the closet, taking Smooya down. Going for the second as well, and Pish falling. That's disastrous. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Leffy will finally come back in and get a kill with the XM we saw him using last game to his advantage, but is it going to be enough? Now, one thing I can say is that ORGLess are definitely stronger on that T side, but whether they're going to be stronger against the skill of Reason, I just don't know.
Well, it's 3 versus 3, but with Leffy having that XM, aside from the ambushes, it's not a great situation, but here we go. Thomas opening it up for his team. The flashbang comes out. It's going to be Stanley trying to get his way on towards that A side, but it's pretty much on lockdown right now. Leffy going to be hanging out there as well with his XM. But the bomb still in control of Reason. They have it in their hands. It's not like ORGLess have managed to lock that down. However, 30 seconds left on the clock now. They've got to make a decision soon on which side they want to push. Would not be surprised to see the rotation to B, but it's now or never, and it looks like they are going to commit. Thomas, though, immediately shuts down Stanley. T-Sack, the last man remaining. He's got the bomb, he's got an AK, but it's not going to be enough. And that is going to be another round for ORGLess. They're managing to pull this back somewhat. It is going to be not match point, sorry. The last round of the half is match what it's going to be.
No, it's only 9 rounds in this game.
Little way off match point just yet.
MR 4.5.
Yeah.
My favourite MR.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
It's the new overtime rules.
Yep.
You only have to kill 2 of the enemy to win the round. Anyway, more about that later when we run into overtime. Pish is going to get the kill there. The grenade just being held a little bit too long as Stanley holding his angle, and he will find one, but he can't find the second. Ron will take him down now in 2 versus 4 in the last round and a half. But this quick push into B could be really powerful. The first kill comes through. The flash is ineffective, and Leffy, still rocking the XM, is going to be attacked, and he goes down. He had 3k, he could have upgraded the gun, but he chose not to, and that is what loses games. Really disappointing. It's now a 2 versus 2, and Reason Gaming are looking stronger than ever to take themselves a 10-5 scoreline, very, very similar to what we saw last game, except this time I don't think they're going to be giving up so easily. Nice kill. Not coming through, but Smooya hits his shot onto T-Sack there. It's all now onto the man of the disco. Can he win this for his team in the hour of their need? This is the Battle of Britain right now over the English Channel of Overpass. And it's all on Disco Man. Can he win this one? The smoke goes down to bait out the reaction, but it's not coming just yet, but the shot comes through. He's taken down, and that is a 6-9 scoreline. ORGLess really pulling back there.
I've got to say, Pish has been playing out of his mind tonight. We've seen so many situations where Pish has been the deciding factor in favour of ORGLess. Like we were saying earlier today, when we first saw ORGLess's team lineup and we saw that it was going to be Pish, not Robin Nasty. We were like, you know, Robin Nasty, he was one of the big players. He was one of the ones that was saying, that was putting ORGLess on the map, basically.
Yeah.
But now it's Pish stepping into his shoes, and he is well and truly filling them right now.
For sure.
Doing a fantastic job for ORGLess. However, before we get too carried away, Reason Gaming are 1-0 up in this series, and they are 9-6 up on this map. Typically, Overpass tends to be a CT-sided map. However, ORGLess seem to disagree with us.
But that being said, Reason Gaming definitely have the skill to back themselves up and really play that CT side strong. So it all depends really on who's going to come out of the starting blocks punching. Who's going to be the one that comes out straight away, bang, 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 and proves they're the stronger team. If ORGLess are allowed to just take control, if they take the pistol round, they definitely have a good chance at taking this to a third map. But if Reason Gaming take the pistol round, I really don't see the comeback coming through from ORGLess.
Yeah, at that point, it will become a very, very difficult situation for them. But there's only one way to find out, as these players are going to charge their way towards the battle. And everybody's spending a bit of cash on some armor and upgrading a little bit, getting some grenades, but actually a bit of a trade going the way of Reason so far, as Robin grabs himself a 2k. And ORGLess, they're left wondering what on earth just happened. Thomas and Rom, the last two players remaining. P250 though might just be enough, finds one for himself but can't turn it into two. And his teammate has gone down at the same time. 3 CTs still remaining. And he's got a whole lot of work cut out. The bomb is well and truly covered at this stage. And Rom, he's living on a dream at this stage if he wants to make anything happen.
Absolutely. This is really getting tough now for ORGLess. This is do or die. There's 59 seconds. There is time to play with for the CD-ROM himself. But the question is, can he get in and do the dirty work that he needs to? There's 3 players behind that door, and each and every one of them is capable of pulling out miracles. They know exactly where he is. And Robin is going to say, you're not even going to get your smoke down in time. Bang! To the head. And that is good night, Sweet Prince.
Well, it was a silence USP, so it was more like a to the head.
They've got their headsets on, they don't know what we're doing. We can say anything. Production haven't got a clue. They don't know what we're doing.
They don't look happy. This is like when you're naughty, when you're young, and then mum and dad find out.
Yeah. But they don't, they have no idea what we've done. They have no idea what we've
got away with it, boys. We've got away with it.
Hi, Dad. You alright?
Do you know who else has got away with it? Looks like Reason Gaming at this point. No, they've turned on the studio lights. This is a disaster.
Are they allowed to do that? It seems like a human right violation.
Yeah, I've got to say, yeah.
Because it's not human rights, it's just one
vampire
human
rights. But here we go. Pish doing things with the Deagle as ever. Rom going to be charging onto the site. Tech 9 in hand. Jenko going to be the first one to go down as Rom can't quite connect the shots on the second. And Robin, once again, comes up huge with the rifle. The guy who doesn't miss, I swear, when he gets a rifle in his hand, Robin just annihilates member after member of the opposing teams. Easy pickings for him. 11-6 is the scoreline, and Reason, they're running away with this one.
Absolutely, and there's no money for a buy here, so it is going to be 6-12. That's Reason Gaming doubling the score of ORGLess and getting themselves into a really strong position now to even take the map and the series. And do you know what else they're going to take?
What?
£1,000 in their bank account by tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure how this divides up. Does NeoLM take some money?
I do not know. I think that's down to them, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure who it's down to, because NeoLM could just say, nah, my money. Back off.
Down to the license holder, mate. But here we go. This is going to be Jenko going pretty huge right there. Gets 3 for himself, 2 of them being headshots as well. That last one was a beautiful little shot. And Robin going to finish off the round. Double the score now. Reason 12-6. But here we go. Rifles are finally going to be coming out for ORGLess. Smooya has got his hands around that big green gun once more. And we'll see if he's going to be able to make the magic happen. It's not really been there for them in this version of Overpass. We saw them do a pretty good job earlier on today against FM. Pretty good being 16-6. Well, or 16-7 in fact.
If I can just say, if they don't win this round, I genuinely give this map to Reason. But it's looking good so far. Pish going to find one before he gets traded out, but it's a free kill because Smooya found himself one in connector. But like I was saying, if ORGLess win this round, they have a chance. If they don't, this game is over. They won't have momentum, they won't have morale. There's just not much that they can get done after that point, so this is really, really key. Robin needs to be very, very careful here. If he overextends and gets taken down, that's the A site conceded completely, and he's got no support whatsoever coming through. Smooya just holding a hard angle, and now Robin is in a perfect position here to go absolutely enormous or to absolutely crumble like a badly made puff pastry that you might find in Greg's, but he's being caught out. He is definitely being caught out, or not. This is really bad. Or is it really good? I don't even know. Robin has been snuck up behind, and they have no idea. This is perfect. Oh, God. Golly gee, this is really bad. Finally, they turn around and see him, and he only gets one kill out of the situation, but still in a 2 versus 3. They know what's going on. The rotate was called. T-Sac finds one. Easy game, easy life. It's 2 versus 2. Lefty comes straight back in, and it's all on Disco Man. Finds one kill for himself. Can he find the second one? Rom is in position to take him down, but he's not going to be able to do straight away, and the bomb hasn't been planted. The key of this round, and Rom is burning alive. He's just about escaped that fire, but now he must go to the flames, out of the frying pan and into the fire. And that fire is named Disco Man 208. With only 10 seconds remaining, this round is over. There is no way to win for Rom unless he plants the bomb. Right now, it's over. Rom needs the kill, but he can't find it. That's 13 rounds on the board for Reason Gaming. And Rom, how?
One of the weird things there as well is I think the bomb actually fell out of reach.
Yeah.
It fell under the
he
truck.
did get it. He did have the bomb.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had the bomb.
Maybe I'm
Neil says
blind.
lagged out. Oh, Neil he loves the give it.
He certainly does.
Oh no,
Here
bomb
we go.
was stuck. Bomb, you were right. Bomb was stuck.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So as soon as that happens, he should be going for the kill. Should be dilly-dallying.
Yeah.
Anyway, Smooya going to
Fell
be going
underneath
aggressive.
the truck, unfortunately, and there we go, Smooya. Finally, this aggression pays off. We've seen him do this kind of thing so many rounds, and it not really been working out for him. But Jenko and Disco Man both chime in and get a couple of kills for themselves. There's another one going the way of Stanley. And to be honest, this is looking pretty dire at this stage for ORGLess. It's not looking like they've got a way back into the game. Rom, the last man remaining. He's got that AK from the last round, but can he do anything with it? It's certainly going to be a challenge for him. He's been spotted out, and you know, Fry is not messing around today. He gets a wallbang headshot across the map with his AK. And that is going to be a 14th round for Reason Gaming. After all of this out of ORGLess, they've made it such a long way into this final. And they had such a good first map. So 16-13 was the score at the end of Mirage. We thought that this would be their map. We thought this was going to be where they really stepped it up and kind of showed us what they were made of up against Reason.
They can't pause this. Jenko's taken damage. He's going to find the kill there onto Leffy. And I don't know why they're trying to stop, but they can't. Jenko had taken damage already when they'd called the stop. So I'm not quite sure what the procedure is going to be. Jenko, oh well. RR round, says admin. No, doesn't. Rom says that. Interesting situation we're in now, isn't it?
I feel like I'm getting deja vu at this point. I'm only getting a small portion of the chat, by the way.
Yeah, I can show you on mine if you want.
I'm just getting specifically Neil M and no one else. I guess it's all the spectators that I get.
But, I mean, the thing is here, as far as I'm aware, damage had been done to Jenko. He was on to -2 HP, so I don't think that they can restart this, but we're going to have to wait for an admin confirmation. Okay.
We are going to confirm that there will be a round restart. So they do get away with it in the end. We'll be able to restart this one. So I'm not 100% sure what the reason is that they need to restart it. I don't know whether a player is lagging or something along those lines. But they are going to be able to go for the restart regardless. So we'll see whether this round restart is going to help out ORGLess or not. I mean, if you're going to call for a pause, I suppose right before match point is probably the time to do it. Certainly seems like the opportune moment, as we are going to go back to round 21. 6-14 is the score, despite what the screen is telling you right now.
Yeah, so it is going to be a round restart, thanks to a player timing out in spawn. So, this is going to be still 6-14 in favour of Reason Gaming, but I don't see this making much of a difference, to be completely honest with you. Personally. Oh, there we go.
No, I kind of have to agree with you on that one. It certainly feels like Reason have just about got this one clinched. But we'll soon find out, I suppose, as we move into round 21. Sorry I can't give you guys a little bit more information as to why we're going to go for the restart. But
Oh,
I'm being told by production it's round 22, but that's just simply not the case because we're restarting that round.
yeah.
In fact, could count.
So we should be there soon, guys. Don't worry. It's just a little bit of complication. Basically, there's a bug with the admin software that has caused this. No human error at all. So hashtag ESL Prem if you want to be the new admin. We have an opening currently for an administrator. So let us know if you're interested.
Dear me.
Oh dear.
Dear me.
I wonder if we've got any tweets. I'm going to have a look.
Have
If you did tweet, guys, there's a Q&A. They're not, actually. So I'm not going to say that because they're not.
They are.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. Have a look.
Either way. Well, these?
Yeah.
These are Need for Seat.
Are
Need
they?
for Seat is a branch of Maxnomic.
Oh, okay. There we
You
go.
dingus.
Oi,
I thought you were saying they weren't comfortable. I was like,
Oh, no, they
how
are
dare you,
definitely
mate? How
comfortable.
dare you? These are great. I want
they
one.
are. Yeah,
Either
Auto
way.
Director has tweeted, check out the ESL Prem camera is on point. Thanks, Auto Director. Whoever you are.
Great stuff. Fantastic stuff. When you search the ESL Prem, you actually get Matt Loftus. He's the first one that pops up for me.
Who?
Matt Loftus.
Is he? Oh yeah, he's to follow him, yeah.
League Ops
Because he's
extraordinaire.
got hashtag ESL Prem in his bio. So there you go. If you want to get involved with the show, guys, you can head over to www.ilovecounterstrike.com and make sure you leave a blog post about how much you love Counter-Strike. And I can say that because no one's actually going to do it.
Yeah, well, probably fair.
So,
We have got a couple of tweets, you know.
really?
There's one from Ezio.
Oh, really?
It's a bunch of emojis.
Oh, at me.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that one.
There you go.
I did see that one. Yes, exactly.
Apparently Jenko hasn't even started trying yet.
No, he hasn't, according to Capiz. Now,
We'll have to see if he does. But we'll have to see. Okay. We are going to, apparently, I've been told, going to have a staged round, which means basically Reason are just going to play this round out, win it.
or as it was before,
As
to
it was.
equalise the economy. That's because all results are fixed, of course. Only joking. That's not true.
It's easy to kind of just stage the round anyway, because they just re-look at the script and see who's meant to win which fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So they can
Yeah.
easily work out who killed who.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all written down. They know what to do. So
Yeah, of course.
Of course, this is a dramatical production, not a realistic one. Oh, why are we flying? Why are we on me? I was just having a fly around.
We're all enjoying it, mate.
Welcome back, everyone.
We're loving
to
the show.
The Flying Dutchman. That's me. Oh, I can have a bit of a draw in that case. So
Go on.
this is my
Paint us a
strat.
picture.
Okay, so this is what they're going to do. They're going to go, this is my old strat. So basically, you go up here, you throw decoys to here, All right, then you
I'm with
continue. So you pause here, then you continue. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And then attack.
Ah. So what you do is you fake towards B,
Yep.
and then you fake towards A, and then you go to B.
And then you hashtag win.
Great stuff.
I'll underline that.
Can you underline it in the other colour?
I don't know how to do that.
Press X.
Oh, that's the right click.
Yeah. Well, too late. It's gone now. Either way, let's get underway.
Look how many colours I have.
Let's see some dramatics in this round. This is how they make the movies. This is how cinema works.
This is how we work. If you guys didn't know, this is actually what we do in ESL Pro League every time. This is how it works.
Ish.
Basically, everyone pauses at the beginning. We say, this is what you need to do. And they all just run at each other and shoot. And whoever wins, wins.
It's basically like a knife round, except point-blank rifles.
Yeah, it's called a Mexican standoff. Except less Mexican and more British.
Yeah.
Just a standoff.
Yeah. Here we go. Finally, we're back in the game. Believe it or not. And it is 6-14. Reason Gaming.
Okay.
Well ahead here.
How come ORGLess have so much better buy? ORGLess seem to have a much stronger buy.
I don't remember what money they were on before, to be quite honest.
Yeah, do I. Anyway, round is underway. 6-14, of course. This is for match point, as the charging counter-terrorists almost draw my strat, but they do go B, so they've done half of my strat. Oh, that's a nice shot onto Rom, and that's the bomb carrier drop, but Smoot is straight back in. We'll take down the sack. So, 4-on-4. Nice nade damage going through onto ORGLess as Disco Man works his way through, takes down one, goes for the spray and takes Thomas out. That's the bomb carrier, goes for the third, and he finds it. Oh my god, he can't get the ace on this final round and take them down. He can't, no. But he does do pretty well, takes the 4K, and Stanley goes Hamley.
That was as well Fry just taking the game away. Stanley gets the final kill of the round. Fry with a 4K has almost maxed out money as his reward. Match point now for Reason Gaming. They're looking at a flawless, lossless promotional tournament. Let's see if they can seal the deal right now. ORGLess, they are 9 rounds down. They've got a long way to go if they ever want to come back, but I don't think that the miracles can happen. 3 versus 3 now. Robin, Jenko, and Stanley, all 3 of these players have been absolutely huge across this tournament, and I fully expect them to step up right now when it matters the most. Jenko going to be going for the flank. He's got an AWP to work with, and he should be able to make this happen for himself. Flash goes out at worst possible moment, and Rom will punish him for it. 2 versus 2 now. Robin and Stanley both fairly low on HP. Robin on 74, but Stanley on just 12. It doesn't matter, though, because Robin has managed to find himself a kill. Rom finds himself alone. A couple of bullets is all he needs, though. Does get the first one, looking for Robin as well, but he will get peeked. And Robin takes the final kill. Does he have time for the defuse? This is going to be a close one, but I think he's got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Reason Gaming have won themselves £1,000. They are our promotional tournament champions, not dropping a single map throughout the entire promotional tournament. Massive congratulations to them. And importantly as well, they get the first seed moving on into the group stages. So huge congratulations to Reason Gaming, and what a way to take it.
Craziness. Absolutely incredible performance coming out from Reason there. And really, ORGLess, pat on the back. Absolutely. Consolidation.